Alright, we're set up. Mega Man 3 again because I need to finish my review on this game, and it would probably help if it were fresh in my memory. Although it'll probably be a glowing review because I freaking love this one. Am I gonna die to stupid, dumbass, smartass Top Man? I might. No, I'm not. That would have honestly been embarrassing, even if I am, you know, just starting out. I'm not up to snuff and just, yeah. It would have been embarrassing. Very embarrassing. So, you know what? I'm happy with that. And... you? Not very threatening enemies, but at the same time, just like they're... the way they just kind of like, I don't know, I guess you could call it spinning. But I can't help but like those things. I think they're an interesting looking enemy. Although something that has an oversized, big, obvious eyeball is pretty standard for video game enemies. Okay, there was another one. I was gonna say, I think I've gotten rid of all the major threats. Wait, am I at the... I think I'm mixing up, yeah, I keep on thinking these are gonna be slightly longer, and I think I'm just mixing up this with the Doc Robot things. I really did need a refresher on this, oh my gosh. It's a good thing I do a lot more damage than you. Because if you stick a knife in an electric socket, it'll probably short circuit. You'll probably also be dead, but well... you shouldn't be holding onto the shuriken anyway. I just don't want to deal with the different elevations, okay? This isn't working. Proto Man, you ass. Fight me with the regular floor. I won't annihilate you, but I'll at least do slightly better than this. The other thing about the Metroid... I don't know. Maybe I just have very low standards at this point, right? But it looks very nice, I think. It's one of those games that I have a hard time believing it's on the Switch. But I'm sure if I said that to somebody who's been playing their PlayStation 5 that they've had since launch, they would probably scoff. You think this looks good? Yes. Relatively, yes. But then again, my favorite games have pixels, so maybe I'm not the guy to talk to about this. Why do the platforms not come until you stand on it? Also, if they're wide enough for the platforms to fit out of, why am I not falling into it? Hmm? 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 Why did my shots hit everything but the missile? Well, it's because your aim is bad. Oh! Oh, man. Well, I mean, I didn't die. And that's gotta count for something. Oh, shit. You think I care? After the shit that just happened in the frickin' flooded basement? I don't actually need to try all that much here. It's actually kind of surprising they don't do this thing more, where it's like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to get around him? Well, the fun thing about the Shadow Blade is it goes straight up. No fooling. So yeah, that does... it's a test that you know how to actually, like, use your weapons and crap. Not that they really do much to explain it, but... Magnet Missile, hard knuckle, you say? Well, use Magnet Missile then, because I don't need to aim it. I mean, this does make sense though, right? My guess would have been the Shadow Blade, because it's just not as broken Metal Blade. And he has previously died in 2 hits to the frickin' Metal Blade. But still, magnets against the guy that's made of metal, it makes a lot of sense, right? Quick man, do me a favor. Catch this. You'd think he'd be like a cat. He'd see like the laser going and he'd be like, oh my gosh, I gotta get that. I mean, to be fair, it's not working horribly, and I have 8 E-tanks. Why do I have 8 E-tanks? Sweet Christmas. Jump into the no... Oh, he did. I thought it was about to disappear. Well, that works for me. I forgot about low ceiling frickin' Hammer Joes. Although, if you didn't know before that you could slide under their frickin' hammers, that's a good way to get people thinking about it. My happy little face. Right off the edge. I have to wonder what's up with the spikes on the ceiling. Are they there for aesthetics, do you think? Or do you think they're there specifically in case I'm just like, I'm gonna rush jet over all of this? And then I don't pay attention enough and I, like, you know, just gouge my brains out. It's probably so I don't abuse the rush jet, right? They did make it a little broken, let's be real. So it's definitely not this level, because I'd have been there already. Yeah, this is like so simplistic that I have to wonder, it's like, why bother? I mean, I'm sure somebody has messed that up, so maybe I should not be so flippant and be like, why bother with the you know, like the Yoku blocks here? Because I'm sure somebody has probably died there like a dozen times because they don't have the timing right? No, it's not the Pico Pico machine, it's the turtles. But it still just seems awful silly. I'm very interested to see how effective their weapons are to them. I like that it says exit. Dear me, he just keeps coming. Yeah, it's pretty effective. Pretty effective. Not quite Metal Blade on Metal Man effective, but it's still pretty darn good. Now, to keep the pattern alive. Is it as effective as the needle cannon? I don't know. But it ain't bad. And for some of them, I'm just going to continue using the weakness that I know the weakness is for expediency's sake. The secret weakness! I do not know where I found out about this. Maybe I was smart enough to put it together to myself. But for some reason I feel like somebody told me that this was how you do it. Could be completely wrong, though. Oh, ouch, you spit on me right away. That's so rude. Fist. If we would have gotten it powered up, I bet that would have been a big, dumb, long fight. That would have been epic. I'm so sad. Mega Man, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. Okay. I'll just blink incredulously at you because... I'm not saying this entire game was his fault, But I do feel like if the guy that betrayed you once and stole all your robots and tried to take over the world, then came back, made a bunch of killer robots and tried to take over the world again, and then he came back and was like, listen, I'm a changed man. I want to help you make a giant robot that could safeguard the world and or take it over. If you say, that sounds perfectly believable, yeah, believable and reasonable, I feel like whatever happens next, that's at least a little on you.